Hi, everybody. Welcome back to another installment of How to Be an Outstanding Student. Remember, last time we talked about the three minimal things that you have to do, and that is stay conscious in class, stay awake, come to every class, and go to school every single day. And the last thing is to do and understand all of your homework. Well, today I would like to talk about some things that you can do beyond that to improve your game. And the first thing I have to ask you is I need to sell you on an idea here. And I don't think this is going to be hard, but you would be surprised what people argue sometimes. And that is, do you do better when you are focused? When you are laser locked on something, do you perform better? The answer is clearly yes. Like a pilot flying an airplane, we want him focused. People doing their jobs, we want them focused. Well, we want you focused in the classroom too. So don't be kicked back with, the thing is, a lot of people will have that earbud hanging out of their ear and it's just one. And, they're like on their phone and they're like, what? I hear you. Like that. Okay. I used to go to conferences and they talk about students can multitask. This generation here can multitask. And now the conferences say you can't. Well, it's what we've knew all along. You guys, it's hard to multitask because if your attention is on two different things, well, you're doing them both about half. So we need you in the classroom to be there. You need to be present and you need to be laser focused on what that teacher is saying. Now, remember, the teacher is not the devil, okay? And the lessons that they're giving you, the recommendations that they give you, all of that stuff is based on past failure. In other words, when I teach math, the lesson that you get today is 24 years worth of experience of getting it right and wrong and modifying it and tweaking little things. And so what we as teachers tell you to do as students, we want you to do. And it's the best option that you have. In other words, a lot of people think, well, I can just skip steps and just get it done faster. If you skip steps, I promise you, whatever subject it is, you're going to go slower. Because think about it. What takes the most time? It's mistakes. Going back and correcting mistakes takes the most time. So we want you to listen to the teacher. Make it a rule that if the teacher is talking, you don't if the teacher's talking. It's just it's a thing. I mean, we are all rooting for you as students. We are your biggest cheerleader. We want you to be outstanding, and staying focused is certainly a way to do it. The other way in this video that I'm talking about is doing what the teacher says the first time. Remember, if we say this outline, if it's an English class, if it's like the outlines due here, you need to have that thing done and you need to get it done early. If you don't and you start procrastinating, then you're going to start being a victim, and nobody wants that. Nobody wants to hear it. We don't want to hear you blaming the clock, saying you didn't have time when you clearly did, because you were derping on your phone with a one earbud hanging out. Okay. This shouldn't even be in the classroom unless you were using it for a lesson. But we want you focused, do all of your homework when the teacher says. You need to commit to that. The last thing I'd like to say is really think about. So I sold you on an idea of if you're focused, do you perform better? Think about how awesome that you would be, how great your grades would be, how knowledgeable you would be in your subject if you had eliminated all those distractions. You wouldn't be behind. You would have tons of time. The stuff would be done early. You would have so much more energy. You would have so much less anxiety. You would, it would totally change you. So listen to the advice of the teacher. Do it as they say to do it. Remember, we're not the enemy. We're your cheerleader. And stay focused. Eliminate distractions. Don't do your homework with YouTube going on a device, with the TV going, watching Netflix on your phone, trying to do algebra. It's a bad idea.